Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this doesn't work. You know it doesn't work. I lost my shotgun microphone somewhere in the stadium in Dallas, so forgive me. I've ordered another one. It'll be here tomorrow by 8 o'clock. Thank you, Amazon. Ooh. It is almost week 2 for our Dallas Cowboys. And what a difference a week makes, because last week, this time, they were talking about how Dak Prescott doesn't deserve to get paid. Dink and dunk Dak. I wouldn't pay him more than $20 million. He should take 15 and be satisfied. No way, no how. I'd take Teddy Bridgewater before I'd take Dak Prescott. I'd have a better team. Now what's funny is ESPN says that Dak Prescott's the second best quarterback in fantasy. Now I don't do fantasy football, but I assume that if you want somebody to play on your team, that means that they're pretty good. He got NFC Offensive Player of the Week, and I'm sure he'll get FedEx Air Player of the Week as well. Sorry, Philly, he had a better game than Carson Wheelchair Wentz. But it's only one game. But I believe, is that 8 touchdowns in his last 2 regular season games? Now I know it's against the Giants. Still, you getting touchdowns and W's, that's pretty good. And I believe Zeke didn't play in the one before and only had 53 yards in this one. But that's actually not what I really want to talk about tonight. Because I'm told I'm obsessed with Dak Prescott. In fact, I was told that I even am leading a cult of Dak Prescott followers. Understand, when you wear that star, when you are a Dallas Cowboy, I'm putting my faith behind you. I'm going to believe in you. Doesn't mean I'm not going to criticize you if you mess up or when you mess up. I'm not going to be blind. But I'm going to support you through thick and thin, through the good times and the bad times, because that's what a true fan does. Now, last year, the first half of the season was crap. Let's be honest. 3-5. Most people will equate the season changing with Amari Cooper coming. And that was part of it, but that wasn't all of it. What's lost, which is always lost, is the big nasties on the front line. Generally speaking, unless an offensive lineman makes a mistake, you don't hear about them. You don't know about them. Part of the difference of last season, even though we had a lot of injuries on the offensive line, we know Travis Frederick wasn't there. We know Zach Martin missed a couple of games, and he was playing on a bad wheel. We know Tyron Smith missed some games. But the team didn't fall apart. It wasn't as good. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't as good. But when they got rid of Paul Alexander came in, zone blocking scheme. He came in, he tried to change what guys were doing, and basically, as he put it, his big test on intelligence of offensive linemen was if they knew where to touch the ketchup bottle to get the ketchup to come out. Tapping it on 57, it'll come out. not realizing that most people have squeeze bottles now catching. But part of the change in the Dallas Cowboys, I believe, was Mark Colombo becoming the offensive line coach. A guy who is not that far removed from being a player, who could relate with the guys on the field, who's been through the Dallas Cowboys system, much in the way that Kellen Moore is working with Dak Prescott in the offense. These younger guys are being able to relate to these guys here, as opposed to an old guy who talks about a ketchup bottle when those ketchup bottles don't really exist anymore. Part of the reason why Dak had that game the way he did, you got to give credit where credit's due. He wasn't running for his life. He had talent in front of him in wide receivers. There's a big difference throwing to Amari Cooper, Randall Cobb, Michael Gallup, and Jason Witten than Alan Hearns, Cole Beasley, Terrence Williams, and I don't know, a tight end. So understand, as much as people say that you are just a Dak Prescott cult leader, that football, you know what all this stuff is more than just one guy. It's a team. Because no one guy in football can win it without help. That's the narrative that you keep getting told, that, well, Dak Prescott, he has to have help. He has to have people around him. It's not that other people are working around with bums. What happened to Matt Ryan, who Julio Jones just signed a big-ass contract to, who has Mohamed Sanu and Calvin Ridley? How did he only got 2 scores last week? Explain that one. We're told that Baker Mayfield, is all that in a ham sandwich, and he's got Laundry, he's got Odell Beckham, and yet had 3 turnovers. He had people around him and he couldn't do it. So understand that award is great for Dak Prescott, but you can throw a perfect pass, and if your wide receivers can't hold on to the ball, then it affects your bottom line. Or worse yet, your wide receivers tip the ball up and it's a pick 6. So that's where we are with Dak Prescott. Sometimes you get too much credit when you win, and you get too much to blame when you lose. Understand, you win as a team, you lose as a team. Yep. Well, that's all I got to say about that. I got so much to do. I'm going to go to bed early tonight, get a fresh start in the morning. You got the tailgate at FedEx. I can't wait. Hope the weather cooperates. I've had so many people that have asked about it, said they're going to be there. What I'm doing, I've got so much to do. Go to cowboysexperience.com and they'll get you all the details and everything you need to know to be part of the tailgate and things. cowboysexperience.com. It's getting bigger by the minute, and it's going to be, if you've been to my tailgates before, we've done them good. This one is going to be incredible. Lincoln Coleman, my boy, can't wait to hang with you. It's going to be a great event, and there's a lot of tickets being exchanged to Dallas Cowboy fans. Well, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. It's time for me to turn out the lights. This party's over. I'll see you guys first thing in the morning with Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys. And hopefully, nothing happens with them tonight. I'll see you guys soon. Oh, man.